Crikey, I've just done a whole video and it didn't upload. Okay, let me just put you back on the tripod. Welcome back to my channel, The Sunday Cook. So I thought today's video would be something a little bit different because so far you've just been seeing a whole lot of videos of me cooking, which is great. That's what The Sunday Cook is all about. It's about cooking. And but I wanted to give you a little bit of background. I know it's a little bit back to front because usually most YouTube channels would have a... Ooh, I'm fogging up. I can't see now. Most YouTube video channels would start with an introduction, a little bit about the creator. I thought I'd spend a few minutes before my friend comes to town to visit. It's the bank holiday weekend, yay! And so she's coming to spend the weekend with me, and but what I wanted to do is spend a few minutes to give you a little bit of insight of who the person is behind The Sunday Cook and where it all comes from and why did I start this, and I don't know, I thought it might be interesting. If it is, subscribe, please. Subscribe and share. Subscribe and share, because sharing is caring. Right? Love. I'm originally from the Philippines, where I was born. And then I was adopted by my parents, who are from Switzerland, and so my passport says I'm Swiss German, but in actual fact I consider myself Swiss French. I spend most of my time on holidays in Switzerland, in the French part of Switzerland, so around the Geneva region, right on the lake, and I'm a French speaker. I don't know if you knew that, but now you do. Bon appétit, au revoir. And my love for cooking started from day one. My mom's side is very Italian of origin, and so it's something that's embedded in their DNA. Cooking and entertaining and family, and an important part of our family. And so I always grew up around cooking. I used to watch my mom cook. I always, in the summertime when we used to fly over to Switzerland, I used to spend a lot of time with my grandma in the kitchen or with my granddad in the kitchen. My granddad is an incredible pastry chef, baking breads, baking cakes. Making desserts. He has a bit of a sweet tooth. No, he has a very big sweet tooth. And I always used to watch. I used to prop myself up on the kitchen counter and just watch or help out. And my grandma was, or is still, is a really good cook, and she taught me a lot of different things, a lot of different skills. She used to send me out to the garden to pick up herbs when she was preparing lunch, and it was just something I really admire. And so because of that and that way of growing up, I developed a very strong passion for cookery, and here we are. This YouTube channel is actually not a job. There are a lot of YouTubers out there who are very serious about it, and it's great, and it's their day job, and but this isn't my day job. I have a day job. A day job in hospitality, more on the commercial side of hospitality, and but I've got a background in hotels, and I went to hotel school, and early on when I was around 17, 18, and I was considering the different options for careers, and originally I did want to become a chef. It was either become a chef or a flight attendant or an interior designer or a concert pianist. Actually, one of those people that has a lot of interests, predominantly creative interests, but a lot of interests. So I did have to narrow things down. Anyways, I ended up going to hotel school, but before I did, I went and worked in different kitchens, sort of summer jobs, I did a little mini internship in a fusion Polynesian East meets West kitchen in Singapore. I did a little stint in a country club, and yeah, it was great fun. I loved it. I loved it. Even when in my first week, remember the first week they made me peel a giant crate of grapes like this, like this. Like this maybe. Big crate. They had to be quartered, and whose job was it? It was mine. But I was an eager to learn kind of kid, and I just got stuck into it. And actually, you know, during that time when I was peeling those grapes, it was a great opportunity for me to observe and watch a commercial kitchen in action. How many 17, 18-year-olds get to do that when they've just finished high school and they are seriously considering a career in cookery? So it was a really good time. I loved it, and I quickly progressed. It actually made me peel a whole bunch of another crate of cucumbers. I remember going home every day that week with green hands. It was hilarious. I remember him teaching me how to kill my first crab and how to prepare it, and basically he took the crab, flipped it over, and he was like, right, Anthony, there's a little triangular flap, okay? And all you need to do is you just need to lift it, and then I hope I don't get kicked off YouTube because of this, but anyway, you lift it and then you take a pair of chopsticks, the big long chopsticks that are used for food preparation, and you stab it. Basically, you are stabbing the crab in its special region. Ouch. But his reasoning behind it was that it kills the crab instantly and relatively painlessly. So that was my experience in preparing fresh crab, and then he would show me about which parts of the crab you can eat and which parts you can't and all of that. And so then we progressed to lobsters because they produced a lot of lobster based dishes. So then I was cooking lobsters in the tandoor, which is quite an interesting thing to do. Yeah, it was I had so much fun. And at the end of that summer job, I went back to school, graduated, and then I started to look at different options for my tertiary education. And I was seriously considering culinary school, so I had looked at various schools all over the place. In America, I think I was looking at the Culinary Institute I think it's called Culinary Institute of America. It was such a long time ago. For those of you who are at that stage in life, I'll put a link to some of the schools that I was considering back then. Hopefully they still exist. I'll have to do a little bit of Googling, and I'll put them in the description box below. And I discovered hotel school. So I ended up going to hotel school and in Australia because my parents were stationed for work in Asia, so Australia was kind of the closest place. I was in Australia for 5 years, and after that, and during that time, I worked in hotels in Melbourne, and I did a stint at a convention center as well. It was mostly front of house, so when I say front of house, I mean the customer facing part, and that's something that I really enjoyed as well. And so it took me a while to figure this out, but I actually ended up I didn't want to pursue a career in the culinary arts because I wanted to be around people, as in customers. And I didn't also want to end up hating cooking professionally. I wanted to keep it as something that I will always be passionate about, that I will always enjoy doing, and that if I need a break from it, then I can have a break. And there's no responsibility if that makes sense. So this YouTube channel is a hobby. It's a hobby. and it's also a chance for me to discover new ways of hopefully inspiring people or inspiring yeah, so that's a little bit about me. I hope that was enjoyable and not too excruciating. I wanted to spend a brief moment to thank a couple people who have been really inspirational to me as a new YouTuber, really supportive, and who've been guiding me and answering questions, and you know who you are, because whenever I've joined your live sessions, I ask a lot of questions, don't I? I'm quite of a I hope you don't mind. It's not because I'm trying to take over the chat box. It's just because I have lots of questions and I'm very inquisitive. So yeah. But I wanted to give a shout out and a thank you, a meaningful thank you to you, Theodore Leaf. Theodore Leaf is a fantastic YouTuber, a great cook, a great lifestyle expert, and you should definitely check out his YouTube channel. I will put the link to his YouTube channel below so you can see. And another guy that I follow is Mr. Carrington, sir. Mr. Carrington is loves his home, is very house proud, I can tell, and has been really encouraging, but also thank you for dealing with all of my questions too. And then next up is Castor. Yeah, thanks very much for your support and also for your guidance in terms of technology, equipment that I should consider, and all of that sort of good stuff, because I'm still trying to work out what 1080p is all about and what it does and upload. I don't know. Yes. Currently, I am shooting my videos and all the post-production stuff is all done from one device, my iPhone 7 Plus, and a string of apps, to edit and to tweak and to add sound and all that magic that goes into creating a video. And I am very conscious that they're not perfect. They are nowhere close to perfect. I sometimes discover later on, after I've uploaded, that my videos are a bit grainy, the sound quality, the picture quality is not always great, and but I'm learning and I'm enjoying the learning process, seeing the learning process evolve, and I hope to be able to grow my community a little bit further. And if you like what you see so far, then please do subscribe, and let's grow this channel together. And if there are ever any questions or suggestions of future videos or suggestions to how I can improve my craft, then please. I'm always up to hear about your constructive criticism. And even when it comes to presentation skills, that's something that I'm learning day by day, both in my professional job and also in this instance, because it's awkward talking to a phone. Sometimes at the very beginning I used to think, oh, this is crazy. I'm having a conversation to a inanimate object, and that's so unnatural. But I'm getting a hang of it, so I hope that you enjoy, and I hope that we get to see each other more. So thank you so much, guys. This is a Sunday Cook signing off. If you like what you see, then please subscribe to my channel, and please like and do share and cram my comment box with lots of comments and lots of ideas and suggestions and questions and conversational pieces. Don't forget, I am also on Instagram, on Twitter as of today, and where else am I on? On Facebook. I've created a Facebook page. And I will see you very soon. Bon appétit! Au revoir.